Hey everyone, what's up? What's going on? And welcome back. Can't Drop here. Back at it, bringing you all another build video. Now, this video is going to be for the full daughter build. Now, in this video, we're going to go over all the talents and why, what legendary might be best with this build, and is it an AoE or a single target build? Or can it be used for both? Is it good in both? Is it good one specifically? What's it good for? And then at the end of the video, I'll give you all some of my thoughts and opinions on the build itself. So with all that being said, let's jump right on into the content. Now, first up is talent number 1. Now, talent number 1 is going to be Alpha Predator. It gives 2 charges total to your kill command and increases its damage by 30%. Why would we pick this talent overall? Well, KC, or kill command, gives 15 focus and, well, you're always looking to generate more focus. So an extra charge is another 15 focus on demand whenever you want it. The more haste, the faster your cooldown for kill command is, because with 20% haste, mine is about 5 seconds, 4.9 to 5 seconds. So it's just faster overall, focus on demand recharge, and the 30% damage that Alpha Predator talent also gives to kill command is a very nice bonus. But another big reason is also due to the fact that this talent fits really well with a couple of other talents in this build that we will be going over shortly. Talent number 2 is Hydra's Bite, giving your main dot the ability to hit an additional 2 targets next to your main target, also increasing overall dot damage by 20%. Now, Serpent Sting is the dot you are always trying to keep up on multiple targets. It's basically your main dot for everything you do as a survival hunter. Anything you attack should have a Serpent Sting on it, due to the fact that it's such good continuous dot damage. And any extra damage, including hitting 2 free targets and an extra 20% damage over the 18-second duration of the dot, is a big bonus in my opinion. So it basically means a lot more focus spent on using your focus spenders like Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike, along with getting out a carve for AoE. Basically, easily said, less focus spent on dotting targets, more focus spent on burst damage. And this is also one of the talents that this build is mainly built around, being able to dot as many targets as possible in an AoE circumstance, or being able to make your dots do more damage or better damage on a single target for more continuous, basically more consistent damage throughout the fight. Next up, we're going to go over talent number 3, which is Natural Mending. Really, it's honestly the most useful talent in the row, reducing the cooldown of exhilaration by 1 second for every 20 focus you spend. Now, it really doesn't sound like a lot till you think about every Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike you use needs 30 focus, and every carve takes 35 focus. So over the course of a 2-minute cooldown, you can probably knock off about 30 to 45 seconds easy, or more, depending on how high your haste is and how much focus you're naturally generating to spam your focus spenders. But overall, it just makes for nice self-healing utility. Up next, we're going to go over talent 4. Now, talent 4 is going to be Bloodseeker. This talent is absolutely awesome. Basically, it gives kill command the effect to cause your targets to bleed for roughly 690 damage for where my damage is right now over the course of 8 seconds. This talent also gives you a secondary effect that allows you and your pet to gain 10% attack speed for every bleeding enemy within 12 yards of you, meaning you can get some pretty sweet attack speed bonuses off of this. And for a spec that swings around a 2-handed weapon that's already using a slow weapon and needs as much haste as possible, attack speed for more auto attacks is always nice. But you add the 30% damage from the Alpha Predator talent, not only to the initial hit of use kill command, but to the bleed aspect of it as well, because it is a kill command bleed. So that gets a 30% bonus off of your talent as well. So you get a minimal of a 10% attack speed bonus off of 1 target at all times, because you're going to be fighting at least 1 enemy at a time, to a minimal of 2 targets in AoE as 2 kill command charges you normally have. If you get a reset and then another reset, you can go to 4 to 5. I'd probably say 5 is probably the topper for the max amount of stacks you can get, due to the fact that it's only an 8-second buff or dot, which turns into a 1 to 1.5 second GCD, so you got to that in. If you're trying to spam out more Raptor strikes or Mongoose bites, that should always be a factor on how long you have on your stacks for your attack speed increase. But in my opinion, this talent is just an overall DPS, and it's a dot build, so the more dots you apply, the better the build works in my opinion. Talent 5. Honestly, you can go either 3 of the talents, Born to be Wild, Post Haste, or Binding Shot. They all have the ability to be good and needed at certain times, especially between Binding Shot and Post Haste. With Binding Shot being good for AoE pull control, and Post Haste helps you really, stay out of roots and snares. Kind of like an oh shit, I'm caught in some crap and I'm going to get one-shotted kind of button. So it has very high utility base to it, and it also increases your movement speed by 50% for 3 to 4 seconds afterwards. So it's just an overall nice movement utility buff. Talent 6, you can go either Tip of the Spear, TOTS, or Mongoose Bite with higher haste in my opinion. Either is doable just based off of how you like to play your survival hunter, because everybody likes to play theirs a little different. If you can't decide which one to use, I will link my Raptor Strike versus Mongoose Bite video down in the description below. You can always just head down to the description, click that link, and it'll bring you right to the Mongoose Bite versus Raptor Strike video that I had made a while back. Basically comparing the two and figuring out which one is better than the other, or if they are equal, etc. So if you want to know more information about which one you might want to pick, or what you are thinking about picking, if it's actually the right choice or not without doing testing, just go right down to the description and click the link. It'll bring you right to the video, and hopefully that will help you guys for Talent 6. Talent 7. Now, I personally use Wildfire Infusion due to all the added bonus it gives you as a talent, mixed with all the other talents in this build. You can also go Birds of Prey. I'm not going to get into that. It's basically self-explanatory. Just get out as many Raptor Strikes and Mongoose Bites as you can for more dot damage that gets the 20% bonus damage from your coordinated assault. The longer you keep your coordinated assault, the longer you have the 20% bonus for the dots and any other ability you use. But in this talent build, I'm going to go over Wildfire Infusion. Due to all of the added bonus it gives as a talent, mixed with all the other talents in the build, in my opinion, this talent really brings the whole build together. And the reason I say that is because due to all 3 individual bombs you get, Shrapnel Bomb, Pheromone Bomb, and Volatile Bomb, it's so much utility / extra damage, dots, it's just so much extra for the survival hunter that it's not comparable in my opinion, unless you have extremely high haste for Birds of Prey. Shrapnel Bomb allows you to gain up to 3 stacks of bleed damage on a target. You can use Raptor Strike, Mongoose Bite, Carve, or Butchery in order to apply these stacks, but they all must be applied by the time Shrapnel Bomb dot disappears. If they are not, you will not get an extra stack, and they'll just continue to let the dot timer run down. It's just nice free extra damage that you can get from an ability that you are already using all the time to get AoE damage out. Then you have Pheromone Bomb, which gives Kill Command a 100% chance to reset its cooldown against targets covered in pheromones. Now, when I say Pheromone Bomb, you should honestly be thinking free attack speed, free bleed damage, and all the focus you could ever want within the dot timer. So basically, this bomb is just, it can be a DPS increase, it can be a focus, regen, utility, damaging ability, and it can be an attack speed increase. This bomb really complements Alpha Predator and our Bloodseeker talent. And last but certainly not least, Volatile Bomb. Easily put, resets your duration of Serpent Sting and deals an extra explosion hit to a target that was already affected by your Serpent Sting. You can check the damage you do by this extra damage by looking at your details or your damage meter and looking for volatile reaction. That will be the damage that tells you how much damage your bomb is doing extra with how many targets it's hit that have already had a Serpent Sting applied to them when the bomb hit them. Basically, this bomb is a focus saver, so that way you don't have to redot using Serpent Sting. You can use a Mongoose Bite or something like that. So you can focus more on burst damage rather than reapplying your dots every 18 seconds during a fight. Now, after playing around with this build for a while and testing a few things, one of the big questions I had was what legendary would go best with this build. And what I found out was that Latent Poison effect was nice, but still not as effective as Wildfire Cluster or Rylak Stalkers. I was honestly hoping for it to be more of a damage boost than it was. It just wasn't leading up to par with anything else. So then I went on and I tried Wildfire Cluster versus Rylaks. Now, these two are probably the best legendaries for this build, as these two legendaries are basically best for survival 99% of the time right now anyway, as far as I can see. Basically, Wildfire Cluster allows you to get more consistent burst damage on pulls when you use your bombs on AoE. Rylaks basically just gives you more consistent dot damage. So instead of 4 extra little bombs that give you a burst, you have a 15% chance on using Raptor Strike or Mongoose Bite to reset the cooldown of your bomb for more continuous dot damage. Now, this build is called the full daughter build, so recommended, or I would probably more likely play with Rylaks on this just for the more consistent dots. But Wildfire Cluster offers you that extra option for more burst versatility in AoE and single target fights for this build. All in all, I would say it's between Rylaks and Wildfire Cluster. It's up to you. It's based off of what you want to do. More dot time, more dot uptime, or more burst damage on, AoE dot pulls. As for an overall look at the build, it's not bad. It's decent damage on single target, but AoE is where it will shine the most. As for how it plays, it's not clunky or hard to really play. It's just more focused on your dot management. So if you're not tuned to basically tab targeting through, reapplying your kill command bleed, reapplying your serpent stings, all that kind of stuff, the Hydra's Bite talent will help make that a little easier for you by applying Serpent Sting to 3 targets at once. But you're still going to have to keep a very close eye out on when it falls off and when you need to reapply it, due to that is one of the biggest abilities in this build that is getting a buff off of the 20% damage bonus from Hydra's Bite talent, plus the volatile reaction extra damage from your volatile bomb. It is a little rough to get used to trying to upkeep all of your dots, but it is fun, especially when pulling more than 5 mobs at one time. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys all with that thought. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you want to be notified of any new posted videos to the channel, hit that bell so that it makes sure that you are notified. Sometimes YouTube's a little crazy. Check back every couple of days or so. I'm trying to pick up pace on video output. I got a new computer coming in now. I got my monitor in today. My tower will be in Friday. So hopefully within the next week or so, my PC will be up and at it 100%. And you guys will have some seriously nice quality videos to watch and better content with a lot better graphics. So with that being said, I do hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, can't drop out.